This is my husband, Ryan, and after 20 years of being a U.S. Marine, he is finally going to be retiring in January of 2025. We are so incredibly proud of him, and I wanted to create some custom retirement gifts, and today I'll be showing you what I created, and I do want to thank Cricut for sponsoring today's video. First, I needed to grab some supplies to create his gifts, so I headed over to my local Hobby Lobby and went straight to the shadow box section. Thankfully, they were 50% off the day I was there, so I grabbed this 12 by 12 box for one of the gifts that I'm going to be creating, and then I headed over to all of their t-shirts, and I picked up one of these blank gray shirts, as well as two of these acrylic keychains. I picked up the circle and one of the rectangle ones. I then headed over to Michael's to see what they had to offer, and I found all of these tumblers on clearance, so I thought one of these would be perfect. I ended up going with the larger one here for just $7. For retirement gift DIY number 1, I got together all of the letters that my husband had sent me on his first deployment while he was in Iraq. I have saved these all of these years, and I know by adding these to the shadow box, he is just gonna love it. These are very special to us. So as you can see here, I'm just tying them up with some jute twine. He has been in for 20 years, and we have been together the entire time, and we've also been married for 18 of those 20 years. I'm now taking the back portion of the shadow box and just getting together all of the items that I'm going to be placing on it, just kind of figuring out where I want them to be. I ended up not only using the letters, but his first ever military photo, as well as some of the name tapes that he had, as well as this United States Marine. It's a magnet, but I thought it would go really good in this project, and then also our wedding photo. I want to add some important dates on the glass of the shadow box, so this is where I pulled out my Cricut Joy with some permanent white vinyl, and I cut out 3 different dates. I did my husband's enlistment date of when he first joined, the date that he's going to be retiring, and then our wedding date as well. So I got the top portion of the shadow box placed on the backing, and then here is where I'm just going to be transferring those dates. I'm going to do the date that he enlisted on the top of the Marine Corps EGA, and then the date that he's getting out on the bottom, and then our wedding date right over top of our wedding picture. This is the shadow box all finished. I love how it turned out. It means a lot, and I know my husband will love it. Next is retirement gift DIY number 2. For this one, I'm using the black tumbler that I picked up from Michael's that was on clearance for $7. And I'm using my Cricut Maker 3 to cut out some permanent silver vinyl. I created a custom design on my design space, and it just says it tastes like DD214, and it has the dates that my husband was in the Marines. And DD214 is basically just the document that's saying you're like retired or separated from the military. After I had this transferred on, I decided to do the backside of the cup as well, and I just cut out a tattered American flag, as well as words that say U.S. Marines and then Semper Fidelis. Even though he's not going to be officially retired until January, I did give him the cup, and he's already been using it. Now for retirement gift DIY number 3, I cut out some smart iron-on vinyl in black, and I'm going to be putting it onto a t-shirt that I picked up for my husband. I did a really simple design because I wanted it to be something that he would actually wear. So it just says USMC Retired with the dates that he was in service. As you guys saw earlier, I picked out this gray cotton t-shirt from Hobby Lobby. It's just the plain Gildan one, and I just wanted to get a shirt that I knew was going to be really comfortable. So I got the design all transferred onto the shirt, and I did already give him this shirt. I know he's not quite retired just yet, but I know come January, he'll be wearing the shirt all of the time. And as you can tell, our dogs love their daddy. Next is retirement gift DIY number 4. I'm going to be using these unfinished wooden coasters from Michael's. These are from the Make a Market brand, and I wanted to create some custom coasters that have some of the unit names that my husband was in during his military service. So here I wanted to give them a stained look, so I'm using my Folk Art wood tint in the color Walnut, and I stained all 4 of the coasters. Then I cut some of the unit names out on stencil vinyl. Then I used the ivory color from Waverly to stencil on all of the unit names in the center of the coasters. And since they are coasters, I wanted to make sure to put a sealer on them, so I just used some of my Mod Podge to seal everything in. And I think they turned out so good. My husband loves them, and we will definitely be getting lots of use of these in my home. And now for the 5th and final retirement gift DIY, I ended up using some scrap permanent vinyl with my Cricut Joy, and I'm going to be creating some keychains for my husband. I am using the round and the rectangle ones that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. For the round one, I created this design that just says the legend has officially retired since 2004 when he joined the military and then U.S. Marines. I think it is such a cute design, and I know he's really going to like this one. Customized keychains like this are a great gift for pretty much anybody because everybody uses keys, and you can make them say whatever you want to go with the person that you're giving the keychain to. I ended up doing the legend one and also another one that says this guy is retired, and I love how they look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I hope that you will consider subscribing. Please be sure to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you so much for watching.